Okay. Voice is a little sore from yesterday. Should be fine though. Oh, I see what that is. Cool. I just learned a thing in OBS. Just there's a little window viewer thing that you can make bigger and smaller. Do you know how hard it is to find sexy Setzer stuff too? I literally looked up lewd, sexy, and it was all just like him fully clothed holding cards at the camera. There we go. But welcome on in, everyone. Today's gonna be so much chiller than yesterday. For my sake. Billy, how we be, my dude? Okay, they all got a turn anyways. We always got kazoo time. Because we unlocked the Uwu Opera, if/when we get to the opera, I will be Uwuing it up. The sad part is I was actually practicing it a little bit yesterday just to like see how it would go, and all I can say is I'm going to do my best. We're definitely getting punched on this one. Apparently it wasn't letting me roll my finger to change. Setzer wins again. Oh, there's the Sean Paul. Good thing I have that queued up. It's not. You try and find a hot Setzer picture. It is apparently much harder than I thought it would be. I googled shirtless FF6 Setzer and got nothing. I looked up FF6 Setsy Setzer Gabbiani and like got this. I looked up FF6 lewd Setzer Gabbiani and I got this. All right, we're not getting damage rolled. Hey Pojo, how's it going, my dude? Actually, we could potentially get damage rolled if we like double 512. All right, not bad. Away we go. Now, you guys have reached way more than I initially thought you would. Now I know that the goal thing was, oh frick me. Oh wait, that's normal. Like I had it at like 6K or whatever else, but it's mostly just for silly I'm gonna be honest, silly things that I didn't really want to do. Oh my frig. Welcome to the new dashboard. Or did we erase more at some point? Oh, frick me. How do I get to my... From Bingo the Attack Mollusk that I some... Oh, you know what? I know what it is. I don't really want this thing there, but I still want it to be heard. There we go. Can I replay this? Well, from Bingo the Attack Mollusk, the colors, Duke. The colors. Brought to you by,
New liquor color. As you lick, they change colors. The colors, Duke. The colors.
I'm colorblind.
Okay. I've never seen that commercial, but that was amazing. Got my grade work, your grade work watches? Wait. Well, I am happy for you, or sorry that happened. I'm telling you, dude, I swear I'm not trying to scam you. It was legitimately hard. Stream's a good watch. Well, I'm happy to hear that. I try to go for the homies hanging vibes. Oh. And sometimes, like Sitar, I like to lick my homies from top to bottom like a popsicle. But only with consent. Oh, I see some people here actually don't care about their homies. Cringe. I'm telling you, then you put in. I always thought it'd be pretty easy because, like, I've looked up Terra, Celeste, Rosa, Rydia, and it's like, oh, there's so much. Then yesterday we looked up Strago and I was like, huh. And we looked up Tella and I was like, huh. And I looked up Setzer. I'm like, ah, this will be easy. And I was like, huh. There's got to be stuff for Sabin. Dude's basically shirtless as it is. Okay, is there a way I can replay these? No? Okay. Okay, I guess it just sucks to suck. Thing here? Huh. Okay, that alert is probably gonna pop up at some point, but Flores, thanks so much for subscribing with the Prime. I appreciate it. Let's see if Stream Elements is being sleepy today. Not entirely. Okay, so we're gonna be like this today. That's fine. Welcome to my world, Mei, where you're like, I mean, I don't remember saying it, but it sounds like something I would say. Huh. So, the reason that this is called Final Fantasy III is regionally, Twitch pulled from the game information that this used to be what was called Final Fantasy VI. Okay, so as you had one that was like this. So we had two of them that were labeled like this. Now, this very particular category that we are in, because it's the Super Nintendo version of Final Fantasy VI, we'll say Final Fantasy III. But if you're in the same category in, say, Japan, well, maybe China, this exact same category regionally, we'll say Final Fantasy VI. It is one of the dumbest changes that they have done, but I like to stick with this one, A, because it is proper, and B, because it has more followers in it. If you were to go to that category and take a look at it, you would in fact see Final Fantasy III for the Super Nintendo North America, or what we would know as Final Fantasy VI. You would see the box art and be like, oh, that is definitely this one. I hate it. Nope. Okay. All right, so Kupan, if you want to crit, that's fine. Mog, if you want to crit, that's fine. I did not get a single tonic. That is cool. No, you guys didn't want to crit? That's chill. Frick. How many of your politicians are part of a weird death cult? I don't know. So they don't do that for Final Fantasy IV. They've only done it for 6, which bothers me even more. So as far as many politicians are part of a weird death cult, I don't know, because I care so little about any sort of political following that I wouldn't pay attention. I'm not going to say that it's 0, because it probably isn't, but less than all and more than 0. I bet you that's the number. Is that a good answer? Wait, what happened to Montana? I thought Montana was like nothing but a couple of mountain ranges. Speedrunning this game, but I'm not a politician. We are part of the oh my frick. What is it called? Oh, my wife and I were just talking about this the other day. Yeah, no, we're not under the rule, but we're part of the royal something something. The name escapes me and it's actually bothering me. So trigger warning for the next like 15-20 seconds as I ask Dist on this. If you do not want to hear something that is maybe true, maybe not true, but Commonwealth, thank you, but is kind of janky, I'm giving you your chance to mute in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dist, are you talking about the torturing and eating babies thing. Oh, okay. Yeah. No, I saw that. I'm like, dang. All right. But yes, Commonwealth. Thanks, Satar. We've already been Sean Paul today, if that helps. That happened frickin'... How quick did that actually happen? 13 minutes ago into a stream that is 20 minutes in. So that happened in like the first 7 minutes. Okay, I'm gonna have to take a peek at that afterwards, but... Hojo with $25. Thank you so much, my guy. Good luck with the FF3 that's actually FF6, and the FF2 that's actually FF4, but with FF4 categories is FF3, or FF6 categorized as FF3, while FF4 is 4 runs. Okay, hang on. I have to read that again. With the 3 that's actually 6, and the 2 that's actually 4, but with 6 categorized as 3, while 4 is 4. You couldn't make it any more clear, actually. Where's the link? Exclamation point fundraiser. I'm not putting as much effort into it because you guys did so much yesterday that we're just on chill mode.
Mark Firebolt rated my stream with 21 viewers.
And if we really wanted to talk about chill mode here, we got let's try that again. Mark Firebolt coming in, not Mike Fart. Was I gonna say Mark Fartbolt? That would have been so rude. Mark, how was your Dragon's Dogma on this fine day? Thanks again for another raidy raid. One of the things that we are doing today, we unlocked the Uwu opera that I can do today. Kefka face paint stream will have to happen at a different time. And I realized today, Chrono Trigger waifu run. I want to see if there's a way that we can mod Chrono Trigger so that you don't need Chrono in your party for the beginning. And if you do, then I guess Chrono just is going to have to be in the party with 2 ladies at any given time. Until the time that he is no longer in the party, then we can go all 3 ladies. It's the only way that it can really work. Oh, hang on. Oh, we got the homie stare, boys. I love me a good homie stare. Okay. I was actually looking for a thing, but I failed. How goes the run so far? We got out of Narsh, and that's all I got for you. That is it thus far. Session 0.5. So what is that? Basically like character building and kind of like getting the lore and stuff all set up, stats and stuff all set up. Is that kind of what we're looking at for a 0.5? Okay. With the blurs? Hang on, what did the blurs do? Right. Billy updated the bless curse meter On the bottom right of it, you will see right now a 0/1. That lets you know that of the blurses, 0 of them did a bless and 1 of them did a curse. The same thing with the curse in the middle with the skull and the bless with the arrow up. You'll also notice that with the blurs, there's a little either gow or lock that's showing up between where it says bless, curse, and the bars. And when you do bless, I think it's Terra, and when you do curse, I think it's Kefka. I don't get to see it, really, because I have it all covered up with everything else. But I've got to, like, test around with it, but little things that... oh, and also, when it fills up, it glows. Very fancy. Wonder why that sub never came through, because the raid did and it goes off of the same bot. Weird. All right, good ATB? Not whatsoever. That's okay, at least we're not gonna get double tech lasered, right? We have no tonics as of yet, boys. Not a single tonic. Oh no. Great game? Close. Best game. Only tied with Chrono Trigger. That does still make it a great game, but that also undersells it a little bit. But I hope we're doing well today, Eddie. Oops. All right. We ride a chocobo. Four times. I think that number's right. All right, now we get to play a fun game of I hope we get a tonic drop. Frick. I want to see some ultra uwu anime art of Terra eating it. That might require you to commission it. That might not just be sitting around the interwebs, I'm sorry. Oddly specific. I didn't see. I don't think we got a tonic because we never do when we need them. I'll take a look anyways. Nope. No tonics. You have yourself a great exercise, and make sure to limber up properly, not to overexert, and hydrate periodically. And thanks again for the raid. Trying to figure out, well, I didn't really think it through yesterday, I guess. Yesterday I did chest. today I have a hockey game. So like, I don't want to run before the hockey game. I'll do a run tomorrow if anything. Do I do arms the day after I did chest? I don't really want to, but I also don't want to do legs before I do a hockey game. So it's like, do I just do the hockey game? Also, Shane, welcome on in. I would prefer they don't remake FF6 because they're just going to ruin it. Them's be my feelings. Oh yeah. Just do legs from now. I think we'll just make the hockey game the workout. I think that's the play. Oh, okay. FF6 got the pixel remaster just a little while ago. That's good enough. Leave my game alone. FF9 would be easier to remake than 6 because you already have a lot of things in 3D. If you really want, someone's been making FF6 AI videos. It's kind of horrifying, but they exist. Oh yeah. The one time I actually want a soft drop just so it can be my tonic placeholder. The reason I want a tonic so much isn't because I care about the 50 heal. It's for my item management. Alright, frick these ones up. Oh, suck a cock. Yeah. All right, so there's gonna be okay, soft drop. Okay, this is actually good. That is gonna be my tonic placeholder. There's gonna be 4 more of these fights, and I only need to take 2. Which means we're gonna run away from 2. We are gonna take this one because Edgar has such good ATB. Are you fricked? Hey, I know you had near instant ATB, but JK, so did we. Alrighty. Alright, we need to fight this last one. All right, so now we got to heal. We might be able to talk to Vargas before. Eight minutes. All right, we got there. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Trying to push Vargas's turn back a little bit. This whole thing is basically you don't want to get doomfisted, so we're managing ATB the best we can based off of Vargas's turns to not get doomfisted. Now you still have to deal with the fact that Sabin also has random ATB. All right. Secret of Mana? FF4 is in my top 3 Final Fantasy games. 6, 9, 4, 5, 10 would be like top 5. Yeah. Oh my frick. When I was talking about him having bad ATB. All right. At least this is good enough to carry on. I haven't played any of the 13 series to have an opinion on it. Aside from 11 and 14, the MMO stuff, 11 or 10 is the latest that I've gone. Oh no, that's not true. I played 16. I played 16. Can't even say that anymore. But 12, 13, 13, 2, 13, 3, and 15 I haven't. Wonder if I still have it kicking around somewhere. Whatever ranking I ever do, just know that FF7 will always be at the bottom. '13 is one of those you love it or you hate it things. Seems like there's never really anything in the middle. Oh yeah. I just really don't like 7. So here's kind of why I really don't like 7. Aside from most of the characters being kind of trash, and aside from the storyline being kind of trash, even just with like battle stuff, the only difference that your characters really have are what weapon do they have and what's their limit break. And I'm like, well, I want variety in my characters, which is why 6 is so cool. But the fact that everyone can just do everything, it's kind of like, eh. Now, why does 5 get that pass? I guess technically because the game is based around the fact that, hey, this is what the whole premise is. I guess you could say the same thing with Materia too, but I don't know, it feels different. Kind of like the same way that the one thing that I don't really like about 8 is how futuristic it is. There is actual sequels. 13, 13-2, and 13 Lightning Returns would be direct sequels. There is one for is FF7 that Cerberus thing technically a sequel? No, that's more like prequel-y, isn't it? It was a sequel? Okay. Dirge of Cerberus, there we go. 4 has the After Years, there we go. I'm forgetting about the ones that I should actually know about. 10 has 10-2. And 1, you know what? We don't need an FF6 remake. We need an FF6 prequel, War of the Magi. That's what we need. Yeah. I think that's enough time that you can make, and enough time, and with like events being so world changing that you wouldn't have to, like, you don't have to use the same world map exactly. "12 does have one? I was trying to think if 12 had one or not, but again, I haven't actually played 12 at all. "12 was a good game until it wasn't," is... Okay. Boy, you're really selling a good bargain here. Hey! Crystal Chronicles has 2? I know it has 1 for sure. Why do I feel like there was 3 Crystal Chronicle games to be made? Also, I don't know if that one would super count or not, because it's not a main series game. It's kind of an off game. I just really like it. Oh, let's speak to me beyond the sky on a dream. I love that opening song, dude. I used to start a new game just so I could hear it back in the day. Is this a real thing, Elmec? Final Fantasy, my life at a king. Huh. Oh, it's it's one of the Crystal Chronicles ones. Cool. No, I haven't even played what was the second one called? Something Caravan? No. What was it called? I don't even remember. I guess the answer to the question is no. All right, this inventory management's gonna get a little fricky. That's 2 crits. I don't think we're gonna kill on this Aura Bolt though. Morning Deeps, how's it going? Jeez, that broke. Okay, so normally the tonic would have been up, which would have been the soft that we're gonna use, but we didn't get the chance to get the soft up yet. So I had to bring the sleeping bag down to get the soft up. Then I had to bring the soft down to the Phoenix down. I still need to swap the Phoenix down and the tincture. Oh, cool, we saved time. That's that one's a little tough to save time on. Oh, that's why, because Dine's here. Whenever Dine's around, runs always go really, really good. Because he is far luckier than I will ever be. In fact, now that I think about it, I can't think of a single run that Dine has ever done that would in fact be considered unlucky. Every single run that he has ever lost is only because of lack of skill. Ship it and... I'm mad that I didn't get that 8 shot after that. Anyways, does anyone remember how many IAFs that Dyna had to go through for no sketch? Somewhere between lots and a lot more than lots. Do you still have that command active? Only for it all to be for naught because haha camera glitch with Gao now. Oh, it's only 164 runs. That's it. Oh yeah, I keep thinking about this and I want to look it up right now. It doesn't matter which one I open up. Moustache-man, the samurai. Moustache-man child, I believe in you. To get me this black belt from the enemy commander. So don't frick me, oh Moustache-man. No worries, Satar. Thanks for gifting a sub to Pojo. Pojo? You're living the dream of champions now. Or something. Damn. Elmec, what are you doing to get yourself better? Also, what are you sick with? No, it can't be an automated response because there's a B-dude emote at the end. I've definitely clicked on the automated response. Oh, no, Bojo, you could have gone away from it or with it. I've definitely clicked on like the automated response of like, oh wow, thanks. I've also done the same thing for like, you know, happy birthdays or like, hope you had a good day. And then I just see like automated responses of like, thanks, you too. I'm kind of curious what I actually have for some of them now. Oh, none of them are popping up. Okay. Is it frigid where I am? It is so warm these past couple of days. What are we at right now? -8 degrees Celsius, feels like -14. That is the warmest that it has been here for the past like 2 weeks by 20 to 30 degrees as far as the feels like. We're gonna hit plus temperatures? Oh my frick. But to answer the question, no, it was really frigid when I was on shift. Now, not so much. Good fight. It'd be really sick if you didn't counter. No, I've already had my 4 or 5 days of -50 Celsius. I don't want that anymore. I'm good. -50. Oh yeah, bud. Oh yeah. We put a bunch of cardboard in the front of all the work trucks because they weren't able to keep heat. They'd be able to blow some heat. There was one that didn't throw a single bit of heat, and guys had to drive into work with it. And they were like talking about, like they were checking their hands for like frostbite and stuff. I'm like, okay, you guys were in the vehicle for like 40, 45 minutes. I don't think you would be getting frostbite not dealing with the wind at all, but like, sure. Also, our trailer that we're in for work, the office trailer, when it was that cold, kept the trailer to like 12 degrees, I think was like about where it was sitting, because there's only electric heat. It's not very good electric heat. There's only like 1 or 2 base heaters, so we had to bring a couple of our own, and it still barely holds. When is the first time here there's no snow on the... Are you asking when does the snow melt? Not November. Idiot. It depends how March goes. Because sometimes, actually more frequently than not, we usually get like one major snow dumping. So it'll start to melt, it'll almost all be gone. Then we get a massive snow dump. And then it starts to go away again. I'd say safely like mid-April. But I've also had snow on my birthday, which is May 1st. The Doma Kool-Aid incident of 94. But they all got to see the maker now. Well, did you do it, Dustin? Honestly, if you don't know what's going on, cheer when the people cheer and boo when the people boo, and you're like 80% of the way there. I'm not unhappy with that dispatch. We have a tonic. Oh my frick. Okay. How are we going to do this? Can you quietly observe how? Sure. Snow sucked. It's been below freezing for 2 weeks. Oh. Oh, that's so sad. I guess whatever gets fricked up can be fixed during and after train. But I'm not gonna be happy about it. No, I was thinking basically that same thing, Blazen, where after the stint of -50 and then it got to like -30 and I walked outside, I'm like, I hate that this -30 kind of feels warm. Oh yeah. So like this is super cool and all. Like honestly, I love this.
Dilemma time. I want a goon, but I'm trying to keep my new computer I got for Christmas smut-free. Should I open my old computer back up?
Use your phone. Also, thanks for the 100 bits, Satar. It seems so simple. Okay, I kind of got a little greasy at the end there. And that wasn't a very good M-Tech. We aren't getting donate. What do you mean? I've heard them. They've all gone through. You know what the best part is, Papa's? I thought that was you. And then it was Sitar, by the way. Also, the way that I took a picture of it, 'cause the way that it's oriented, there's like 3 lines to put all in there. So I just saw Big Papa. I was like, okay, that's just Big Papa. And then he was like, that's not Papa, it says Slump. And I'm like, does it? I'm like, oh yeah, it does. How about that? Spoilers, I don't read the entire, a lot of the times when I'm looking at names and stuff, I look at colors and the emblems and kind of like the first half or so. So it really freaks me up when people have like random colors, because I have to get used to that new color again. Also, Colin, welcome on in. Wait. This is the sexiest Setzer I could. There's another one that's kind of the same thing, but it's really hard to find sexy Setzer. Brah. 2 back attacks on single enemies thus far? Oh yeah. I tried to find one with him shirtless, Mei. That's what I mean. Well, just back attacks in general are around like the 10% chance. And we've had that twice. Now, preempt chances are around 15 to 20%. I'll have to take a peek at that right away here. And we haven't got any of those. One miss with the $100. Thanks so much, my guy. You did not have to do it, but the children are gonna be so good at making the games that we need down the road, and know that you had a hand in it. So I will thank you on their behalf. All right, I need this up. So typically I like to be out of this next room by like 4 minutes and 10 seconds. On the world record now, that's ambitious. I'm hoping I don't reset on the train. Come on, give me a preempt. Oh, come on. For the record, we have not had a single preempt on this split yet. But we've had 2 back attacks. We are also going to be doing an Addy Daddy on, or after we beat the train. Chances, I'd have to double, it's dependent on how many characters you have, alive, and what the formation is, but generally it's around that 15 to 20%. It's higher than the pincer in the back attack, local man. No, don't you frickin' do it. Thank you. March 2nd, I'll be on shift. And when I come off of shift, I will be in Ottawa. We'll keep this one going. It's gonna be a little after. Can I take the day off?
You local man.
Do you realize that I work
finger guns.
out of town, right? Right, I want that. Holy frick, we're gonna have to fix that. Just work remote. So no, this is the cool thing. The reason I haven't been playing World of Warcraft is because the hotel has such bad internet that I basically can't. So even if I took the day off, I'm still gonna be out in a place where the internet will not allow me to do so. Oh, how many encounters to find Gal? I'm gonna get this going. We are gonna run the Addy Daddy. It took me close to 8 hours to download Expedition 33. It wasn't that bad. So, I tried that the one day, and with it just trying to find a connection, I blew through so much data with nothing happening. I'll just get the hydro station switchgear inside of my hotel room. I have played the game E33 longer than it took to download. This is true. Doesn't it bode well for the... Oh, I wouldn't want to play with... I thought it was gonna be you and me, bro. No, it's fine. Anyways, so this is what, like, my... What did you say, March 2nd? Technically, I'd be able to play on the 2nd, but not too long because I have to start getting ready for shift that I leave to on the 3rd. Okay, we somehow got that fixed. Can't take a personal date. Then I have to drive myself. Versus taking or going in the company truck for the 3-hour drive. What? Do you not understand the part where I'm saying I don't work close to home? Like, I'm away from my house for 10 days? Is this part going over the head? Can we not comprehend this? No! No kidding, Papa! No freaking kidding! It's almost... No kidding! Wow. We have made a breakthrough, ladies and gentlemen. My car broke down. I get picked up at my house. But no, I leave my house Tuesday morning to drive 3.5 hours to a small town. That is 3.5 hours away from my house. I stay at a hotel between Tuesday to not 2 days later Thursday, but 10 days later Thursday, where I get to take my stuff back to my home. And I get to be in my home between Thursday to Tuesday morning when I leave again. So 30. Man, I'd actually would be pumped about preamps if you actually got to skip this guy getting any attacks. But he'll always attack before Savin gets that last one in, even on preamps. All right, Sean Paul on the belt. Anyways, this work schedule is part of what is, I use this loosely, but just in my own brain. The work schedule is very stream killing. I was talking with Diane about this a little bit because after those 10 days, you kind of get kicked out of the recommended for you algorithm because you've been inactive for 10 days. And that's assuming that I got to go on the Monday, which the past couple of Mondays I have not because we've had training and tomorrow I have a kickoff meeting. So even though tomorrow's my day off, I have to go to a kickoff meeting. Ask me how happy I am about that. I'll give you a hint. I'm trying to figure out if I just fake a migraine tomorrow. I don't care if I don't get paid. I'm not supposed to be paid that day anyways.
Take that thing, yeah, Donna, Jody and Rebecca. Woman, get busy. Just say that booty non-stop when...
Well, you see, it's not a day off for the office workers, so that's why we do it on a Monday. Now that being said, office workers are greatly outnumbered by literally everybody else, but that doesn't matter. It can't be the worst thing that I've ever, or I could possibly think of, because I gotta go to work the next day and, you know, be relatively fine. So I just figured just go with the migraine. Frick it. Okay, so we just like used up all of our preamps. Maple syrup and bats. Oh no. Yeah, why don't, you know, why don't we go on one of my Saturdays where I'm working and be like, hey, office workers, you want to come in on this? I'm sure they'll love it. All right, Gao, I kept this run going. Don't cuck me. Brandfield, did you see the link that I sent you? Okay, he didn't cuck me. I was ready to go, so anyways, that's how I ended up back in Narsh. All right, run continues. All right. I was gonna bet 2. You know what? That's crazy because I should have got a lot. Oh frick! Can I see what the winning number was? I was gonna get a lottery ticket last night because I was gonna pick the and then just say what the winning numbers were, but I forgot. Dang it! Yeah, so Diane was telling me that the one that you were looking at was probably the Saban's 2017 no step route guide. I think that's what he was saying it was. But that one has the, like I said, the world of balance is pretty much the exact same thing. Minus grabbing all of the Espers and Zozo and waiting for Shadow. Rescue best girl. Yeah, no, step route and everything is all the exact same. When you get into World of Ruin, you still do the, because it doesn't matter when you're running back and forth, grinding your MP, waiting for Shadow, because you're gonna do the save reset before Fish. So then you still do your regular World of Ruin walk. You go through Tentacles, you go through Doulahan, you grind Celeste up to level 42, you go and get Mog. And then once you get Mog, it's pretty much, that's when things kind of change. Not really, you get Sabin. And then you get Go-Go. Getting Go-Go is when things start to kind of change because you're not going in with the full party. The notes will have it, but it's basically once you need to start doing the actual all characters and Esper stuff when it starts to peel off. Well, I'm not money hungry like most of the peeps that I work with, because like 90% of the conversations have to deal with money, stocks, money from work, just money, 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 money. And I'm like, oh, bro, I don't care. So they're like talking about like how much they want to work and whatever else. And they're like, what are you planning to do? And I'm like, I had a New Year's resolution to try and work less this year. Like, you're going to make less money. And I'm like, yep. I don't care. Not specifically Bitcoin, but they're always talking about different things. I don't know, I don't really pay attention. I just want to live. Well, especially when I'm gone 10 days of every 2 weeks. Last thing I want to do is like, hey, let's go work a little bit more. I'm like, no, I want to be with my wife. It's a good thing I paid attention. I was reading what Diane was saying. I was like, I was going to try and run. And then I was like, oh, angler form. Good. And then like the one guy's like, cause he has a couple of kids and whatever else. I'm like, why are you out here so much when you could be with your family? He's like, I gotta support the family. I'm like, bro, we make enough that you should be able to on just like regular 40-hour weeks close to home. I don't think we're getting. Just kill him, please. Punch him once more, please. Come on, dude. Anyways, that's how I went back to Narsh. That's a reset. This run has not, we should have reset a train, but I wanted to keep it going. And suck a cock. I've had a gold where we've finished this split before. 20 seconds ago. Morning, Arctic. How's it going?
There's a lot of beauty in this world, and you're in this world. Coincidence?
Probably. The frick out of my way. Can I PB with a 131? We'll see how Locke's scenario goes. Maybe he just super clutches up, but I really don't want to reset. But this, in case you're wondering, that was worse than average by 30 seconds. No, it doesn't sound like Locke. Bro, yesterday was a goalie battle. Allmark and Jake Allen were just going crazy yesterday. All right, we might just run this through and just be sad with the fact that Sabin scenario is supposed to be the save and we lost time. Sabin scenario is supposed to be like early game, the biggest save that I have at the run. And I hate it. Between the Imperial camp and that split, we lost time to a split where I got pincered and had to fight my way out of it. I think maybe even twice. Because we got numbspined because Cyan didn't want to run. And so we got to just sit there. While the enemies just decided that I'm done attacking for now. I would call that bad luck. RNGesus gives and takes away. Where did it give? I might have missed that part. You could say the first try lock steal, which I guess technically wouldn't be incorrect. It's also a 50-50, so is that really giving? Several runs ago. What happened several runs ago? Nothing good. Ugh. 817? Okay, hang on. Realistically, we could potentially save like 15 seconds here. Runaways permitting. I know it says technically there's like 31 seconds to save, but that requires a lot of preamps, which we have not been getting. Candy bars. Kind of depends on what I'm the mood for, but somewhere between like a Mars bar and an O. Henry are probably my favorites. I know they're kind of the same, but the vibe on them is so different. Nut butters? I'm more of a butt nutter myself, but hey, Alien, welcome on in. Ooh, okay. No, you're right. Okay, hang on. Okay, it depends on the vibe of what I'm feeling. Caramilko, Henry, and Mars bar. The frick was that? I think my slider was in like a random or like a janky spot. Oh. All right, this works, I guess. Well, maybe the US should actually make something worth eating. Also, is that British stuff or is that Canadian stuff? Yeah, we get Snickers and Reese's, they're just not good. Mom isn't good? At keeping a marriage, am I right, boys? She's on her third husband. That's rude. Why would you make me say that, Sitar? Backyard boxing? That's definitely me. Did I lose the kazoo? No, I just... So, crazy enough, sometimes when I make a joke and I'm doing it in the middle of like a speed run, I still require both of my hands. So, sometimes I can't go and grab said kazoo because I need both of my hands. One, one, two, one, one, two, one, two, three. Yeah, I'd say I am. How silly you must feel to be like, are you even speedrun anymore when we just brought back 30 seconds? Shake my head. Negative reinforcement. You said it by the time I went into a boss fight where I had to hold A. You really can't get over that I was getting my weapon skills up on my priest, can you? So the long game is in Wrath of the Lich King, there is an achievement for getting X amount of weapon skills up to 400 and getting your unarmed up to 400. I think it's 400. Whatever the max is there. And I'm now partially there, if I ever decide to play that. The harmonica players, yes. The one-man band things. One-man band people, I should say. Not things. All right, we're coming this way. It does burn up less steps. We also grab a rune edge, which is going to be used for the Kefka fight and the Dadaluma fight. And oh, they do exist. And it's going to be used for money. I believe they sell for 3,500. which is an entire rod. Which is why it sucks when you get the drainer steel on 24. Cool. This was not a good split. Not a good run through, at least I should say. All right, that is it for the split renames for the day. Thank you guys for, I think it is. I think I have it capped at 3. Let me check. Yep. Brood complained that it was too expensive, so then we made it so that you can only get a certain amount per stream. Ooh, stat cards from yesterday's hockey game. All right, so we're probably gonna lose. I bet you our finish time here is 1:30. 1:30:41, and it's gonna make me sad, but we're just gonna run it through because I don't want to reset. Can I edit this thing? Oh yeah. Then what does that do over here? Oh, that just gets rid of that. Oh, okay. Eh. Where is Brood? What the frick is his name now? I thought he changed it from that again. Oh, it is Brood VX? Okay. I saw him in here on the 17th. So we didn't get to Arvis's house very quick, which is what I'm basing on the fact that we're probably going to be losing some time here. I don't think I know what the meme is with Brood 50. This is how you know that Edgar is actually one of them, based off of his color scheme. Alrighty, so we want to make sure that Home Slice here doesn't get a third turn. Since if he does, there is a chance that he uses Ice 2. And if he uses Ice 2 party-wide, you're more than likely dead. Sabin does have a chance to survive. That is turn number 2. Should die on Sabin or Gao's turn, depending on damage. Oh, I should have gone with my 38 guess. Oh, so close. Mostly because he just went with 2 physicals instead of like a poison spell or something is why we didn't lose as much as I thought we would. I'm not gonna say record's dead in the first hour and a half, but we are behind by 57 before we go into a split where I typically lose about 20 seconds. Papa, what is this? It's brewed? Oh. Okay. Gonna give my legs a little bit of a stretch. Hopefully this helps. We'll see how she goes. My stomach is killing me. Drink warm water. I'm wondering if I had some jalapenos yesterday. Now, they weren't necessarily hot. There was some kick to them. There was also a lot of them. But it kind of hit me like 20 minutes ago. And I'm like, ah, that's fine. It'll pass. It has not passed. Do I have a spicy ring? I'm starting to wonder. So it's gonna leave me with 2 options. One, I just pause everything and then take care of it and come back, or I just kill the stream for the day and take care of it and then not come back. Those are the options at the moment. We're gonna see how we go, or how it goes. But until then, I'm just gonna be down here. Okay, well, I tried. I figured it just sometimes does that. Welcome to small town Canada. Oh, right. Sorry? No, that's fine. Way she goes. I'm kind of trying to see if I can just ride it out and it passes. I'm just losing the battle at the moment. But I like jalapenos. I can tell you what. Wait, Elmac, were you there? It'll pass eventually. See, I'm hoping it doesn't pass onto the chair. Is kind of the. No, do not touch my tummy. Do not touch the tummy. This will not make matters better. In fact, it will make them significantly worse. Tummy sticks? I'm still down. No. At least not yet. I say not yet because there's a lot of Crohn's in the family. And my sister has IBS. But I haven't actually had like anything with it. I think it's just from the so yesterday I had some Subway and I ate 2 subs yesterday and they put a lot of jalapenos on it. They went really skimpy on the cucumbers, but they gave a lot of jalapenos. I'm like, eh, frickin' yeet it and skeet it, boys. And I think that's what's making its way through the system. 2 footlongs, 1. Yeah, that's why I'm so good with the homies, bro. Anyways, I'm hoping if I just kind of like stay like this for a bit, we might not get Uwu Opera today. That's probably going to be my I'm not going to be here for a bit.
According to Google AI, anal sex can be more painful for individuals with IBS due to increased rectal sensitivity.
Okay. Dine, we're going to have to change our plans for tonight, I guess. Oh, wow. Okay. Frick you too, bud. Jalapeno. No, no, no. The jalapenos gave the kick that sub needed. You want to know the best part? Is I had another one for during stream today that I could eat, and it's built the exact same way. And daddy don't waste. So you know what daddy's eating today? Speed run the sub. No, that's okay. It's only 8:46. I got another like 3-4 hours before I eat it anyways. How many? I got 3. 2 for the game yesterday and then 1 for stream today. Are you judging me? I like to eat. Yes? Oh, okay, fair enough. Subway subs? Yeah. The worst part is I have to kind of like sit on my tippy toes to keep myself straight here. And I'm feeling it in my calves. How do you can endure this weather? Well, I just talked about how I had 2 footlongs of sub with a stupid amount of jalapenos on it. Oh, fair weather Mistel dealing with 18 degrees Fahrenheit. Oh, that's gotta be like what? -10, -15? Bro, we just warmed up to that. Oddly enough, this actually is working. Quit weather shaming? No, it's all I got. I haven't eaten the sub from today, and I've had many a sub the next day. You put it in the fridge, you silly people. Stick it outside in the snow because it's going to get wet. And I don't want it frozen. No! Okay. She ran out of MP for crits. Minute and a half behind Reki. Love to see it. Still be good tomorrow, but I already have lunch for tomorrow. Well, actually, the kickoff meeting has food ready. If I go to it, I'm still debating if I actually do or not, to be perfectly honest. Okay, I think we're winning the battle. All right, we're gonna try a big boy move here. You ready? Okay. We're good. At least for the next little while. The Massa would be the ideal spot. We're gonna be a warrior today. Rawr. Were we green at all today? Oh yeah, that first split. So the fun part about these next couple of splits is we typically lose a good chunk of time on them. This one on average, we're gonna lose about 10. The next one on average, we should actually save a little bit. And then the next one, we typically lose about 30. because the gold is really dumb. Oh, yeah, we battled through it, boys. Fist bumps all around. We battled through that. That was some real warrior shenanigans there, yes, sir. On the boat, and when you have Leo go talk, it's not just holding straight up. Sad. Alright, so because this is all characters and espers, we are going to grab all of these espers. Any percent we skip grabbing Kieran here. No reason to. You can also skip grabbing Stray. I always grab Stray just in the event of a 5-pack pincer. You shouldn't be getting a 5-pack pincer, but do you mean the Olympics? There is no 4 nations this year. There's a great many nations. Not Russia. They're by IIHF rules, they are banned. That's why they can't even go in as independent country. We grab Odin and we have to turn it into Raiden immediately to get all of the Espers. Oh, we got the jewel ring steal, I see. Sure. We don't even get a single level by the time we're actually grabbing Espers in the World of Ruin. The only thing we really level up underneath is Zone Seek to give us +2 to magic. Other than that, the speed isn't really needed. Did he eat the sub? It's still not even 9 o'clock in the morning. All right, so as per, can I eat it on cam now? No, I'll eat it when it's about lunchtime and I have a spot to eat it. I ate leftover pizza. Listen, we all have our problems. We're all going through something. I'm not gonna flex it. Hobbs, welcome on in, my guy. At least someone of normalcy is here now. By the way, we're gonna be doing the Uwu opera. You may notice that there was no opera redemption, because we are going to be singing the opera in Uwu voice, and all of the narrator is going to be Mickey, as per the fundraiser shenanigans. If I eat the sub with, there is no sub without any. I feel better. I feel less worse. I think I can hold off until Thamasa. Hopefully. Happily tune out for it. It's gonna be glorious. You don't want to hear about Omawia? Oh, there's a... Okay, basically how I kind of had it in my head then. This is gonna be so freaking cursed. The whole Espers section, there's too much movement and not enough text boxes for what I'm going to need. I could technically try after the opera. That might actually be my best bet. Because I can just hold the thing down. Making you want to get a sub. That's what I'm doing? All right. You want the PP meter all the way up? Look at it glow, buddy. All right. Oh, the west and east. And they were waging war. Uh-huh. Draco, the west's great hero. Uh-huh. Thinks of his love, Maria. Oh. Is she safe? Oh. Is she waiting? Oh. Why is that not playing? Hang on. I can get this in there in time.
Paco Gutierrez, age 9,
Oh.
always wanted a Nintendo console. However, due to being extremely poor living in Venezuela, it was just a distant dream. Using his creativity
Oh,
to help his uncle, he made a console
Maria.
viral. Thanks to the video,
Oh,
Nintendo CEO
Maria.
cease and desist
So
order and sue his family for
please hear my voice.
However,
Oh, how I want to be with Ubu.
Thanks to the video, Nintendo CEO Doug Bowser personally traveled to Venezuela to give Paco a cease and desist order and sue his family for $200 million.
I'm glad that I put that in because I felt like there's a scam going on, and then it just came in right after I put that in. You have to go low for him.
Ladies and gentlemen of Twitch chat, today we stand at the crossroads of courage and poor decision making. Before us sits a Subway sandwich, not just any sandwich, but one whispered about in dark Discord channels, a sandwich so cursed, so allegedly toxic, that even the footlong...
Thank you.
Be dude angry you.
Hobbs, thanks for the 31 months, my guy. That is almost a year. The forces of the West fell. Maria's castle was taken, huh? Prince Ross of the East took a hand by force, but she never stopped yearning for Draco. Oh. my hero, so far away now. Will I ever see your smile? Love goes away like night into day. It's just a fading dream. I'm the darkness, you're the stars. Our love is brighter than the sun. For eternity, for me there could be only you, my chosen one. Must I forget you? A solemn promise. Will autumn take the place of spring? What shall I do? I'm lost without you. Speak to me, ooh. Rex, they need to make the playoffs for me to play FF7. It's the other way around. Also, hey, bud. We must part now. My wife goes on, but my heart won't give ooh up. Ere I walk away, let me hear you say, I meant as much too. I so gently, you touch my heart. I will be forever yours. Come what may, I won't age a day. I'll wait for you always. Is Elmer Fudd the original Uwu?
Prince Roll says looking for a dance partner. Leave the mess behind. Our game's dropped in the spirit of the East.
Mickey Mouse isn't supposed to be Uwu. It was Uwu singing Mickey Mouse narrator. No, I've been going through it a little bit here. We just need to make it to killing Ultros and I'm gone. I'm also trying to figure out a way to actually set this on my controller. Ooh, what if I do this? We are. Oh, Dwaco, I have waited so long, I knew you'd come. But we all will finally have to become my queen. For the rest of my life, I will keep you near. There's a do. How do I get this? It's actually pushing down. I'm gonna do a little bit of a test here. Oop. So that didn't work. Ah, poop. All right, we're gonna have to try and juke one of the nerds now. And we apparently got a thief. Oh, let's go! No, let's not go! Sucks. %, by the way. 10%. What is up? I'm trying to figure out a way so I can get my up button held down. Oh, like I said, Addy Daddy after we finish this fight, by the way. And then I gotta go. I gotta go. All right, Addy Daddy time. Oops. Precious time here. Okay, I think that's pushed down. If not, then the run's gonna die. gonna have to be good enough. Hi, well, thanks for the welcome backs. Feels good to be back. Wash my hands. Not for the 30 seconds you're supposed to, but they got wet. I was kind of running out of time. Watching on the phone, I'm like, oh boy, we got a mosey. This one was a little more involved, Nox. Having some spicy stuff destroying my stomach and stuff. Yeah, it makes sense. That was a worse than regular opera. We had a pincer in there. It's not that I had it, it's that I had 2 subs with them on, and the amount that they put on there. That was kind of the issue.
And yet Dude does not flinch, not because this sandwich should be eaten, but because Dude chose to eat it anyway in spirit, allegedly, for entertainment purposes only. This is the end. Remember him not as a streamer, but as a legend who stared down a questionable subway order and said...
And said, worth it. I couldn't have said it better myself. You almost got that all in there. Pretty close. TTS has a couple of rules. There's a character limit and there's a timer limit. So that's kind of what you're battling. I think the bread dough plays a factor. This is a bit of an odd occurrence for your boy. Beautiful. Oh. I was like, why wasn't I set on flashback? Oh yeah, because I got the frick out real quick. As per the fundraising yesterday, Setzer won for the split picture. In my search for it, I did find a couple more Terra and Celeste ones that I was going to throw into the rotation. That's cool. Counter. If he does a party-wide, whenever you're ready, buddy. Well, it didn't really save as much as I'd like to there, but whatever. When it's a cold, lonely night in the parade. That's what the wife is for! Usually the cold, lonely... Well, I guess the wife makes it not lonely. But I don't get these pictures when I'm actually lonely out in the working the field. They work in the field like I'm working when I'm away for work. Probably a better way to put it. What? 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 Gobbler? Hey, I didn't know that your guys' mom was in this. Nope. Stupid frickin'. Hate that jewel ring. No overflow this time.
Bread of unknown freshness, sauces layered with reckless optimism, vegetables that have seen things doctors warned him, nutrition facts were ignored, and yet, B-Dude presses forward.
Sure frickin' do! He might die on this Orbolt, actually. Alright, well, it's better than yesterday. Well, last day, I should say. Not the fantasticalness of fantastical. We also didn't get any preempts along the way, so that'd be the difference, but... Yesterday was kind of rough as far as... Actually, the last run of the day that we did... Oh wait, I can put this book back now. This run and Bidu being able to go and do a quick run to the can brought to you by Zelda Encyclopedia. When the mask comes around, I'm probably going to have to go again, but we'll see. The balancing act that I had to do was way more precise than I initially thought. Oh, so yesterday's last FF4 run was actually pretty good. Then the internet cut out, but I kept on going. And then when I was at the grind, we're at the part where you just kill everybody for the grind so that Rosa gets all the experience. And I fuddy-duddied dancing daggering Cecil and mashed the A button too much, and I dancing daggered the searcher, and then it died and like 3 people got the experience. I'm like, no! I fricked up! So that's how that one died. On the easy part of the fight. Yesterday kind of taught me I can't really grind out a day of FF4 like I can with 6. So the brain just starts to like care less each time. So I'll have to take that into consideration down the road. Like if we make it to Zeroma, since like, all right, well, that's it. Great win yesterday. Was a little nervous to start, but Allmark looked freaking strong. Maybe that also played a part in it, Nox. I'm sure that had some sort of effect. Not wrong. The wife and I were all chatty and cheering whatever else yesterday. And then Stutzla, right before his goal, he shoots. And it's like sitting there, it's just trickling, and it's just like dead silent. It goes in, we're like, yeah, let's go! I also learned yesterday that when goalies are doing practice, there's actually things that you can put on your helmet to like block your peripherals. And I was like, oh, that's cool. Like horses? Kind of. You don't really block the peripheral of the horse. You kind of just block everything. Yeah, some would say that Stutzel is actually kind of good. Kind of nice. Kind of filthy. I was seeing some people being like a 1-for-1 trade to Minnesota, Stutzla for Waldstadt, and I'm like, what the frick? Sweden and Finland use white pucks to help with the tracking. So I know that's why they did the blocking the peripheral, was to help with the tracking and not cheat. But I can see that kind of like helping because barely got that. Okay, we're leveling out. This is good. This is good. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. Goodbye, right arm. All right, one red feast. Two red feasts. Okay, I think that's good. If he did a third one, I was probably gonna have to cast Bolt just to deal with some damage rounding and stuff, so we don't have to do a whole other Orbolt or whatever. That's why I keep track of it. With the two, you don't need to do any extra turns. The third one, sometimes you don't if you've been rolling really high, but typically you do. That's good. Maybe we'll only lose 20 seconds on this split. This is, for my splits at least, this is probably one of the hardest splits to not lose a ton of time on. because this gold is just absolutely schnasty. I've had a banana here to eat all morning, and there's no way I was gonna be able to. I keep looking at it, I'm like, yeah. All right, so we're gonna wait for the first 2 attacks. 2/3 chance magic, 1/3 chance physical. Alrighty, so we're gonna do the, we can do this fight still scripted. Never mind. What do you mean I missed that? We're gonna die, son. We're gonna die. Sure. I still saved 20 seconds on record. Still over a minute behind. This is not a good time. What did he do with the banana after? Do I want to know? Oh, yeah, I was hoping you weren't gonna say like he tried to eat it or drink it or something, unless he was like, I'm gonna make a banana muffin out of this. That's usually what we do with bananas that have gone bad, is they're like, all right, these are now made for banana muffins. Honestly, if it wasn't for Sabin's scenario, this run wouldn't be that bad. Like, if the camp wasn't that bad and we didn't get numb-spined, we'd be looking not terrible. The benefits to not pooping. What possible benefits could there be to not getting rid of the waste in your body? It is trash. It's 10 seconds slower than an average run. Okay. Dum. Coming down here, go over there. Which ancestors are you referring to? Because I know there are ancestors that would poop in a pot and then dump it into the streets. So... you know, the pot that you kept underneath your bed. Still happens to the... not in these parts, it doesn't. Guess I'm learning a little bit about Texas, though. All right, so we're gonna manipulate the auction house. I'm not looking at that. I'm not looking at that. Oh, I just realized that I get to flip my calendar over. Looking at it? No. I was looking at my calendar and then being like, oh yeah. Alright, so going in and out, buffering your movement into the auction house can push the NPC value ahead consistently so that we know where we are. Since the NPC value dictates what is actually given in the auction house, we can look for specific movements. So that we can get Zone Seek on the first try. We're looking for 4 movements to determine what it is. The first one you can never really trust because the NPC value hasn't normalized yet. That being said, sometimes you just gotta... frick it. I need to save time anyways. Oh, frick. Okay, so I went for a 3-door after saying you can't trust a 4-door. They're saying, Bidu, wouldn't that mean that technically the first of the 3 that you looked at wouldn't be normalized? Yes, but based off of how Gal was moving, I don't actually know, but I've theorized a lot of Gal movements to kind of know roughly where we are. To have an educated guess that was where we wanted to get out, or to go into the room. So there's a 3-door, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Reddit can control. Dustin, you should look at r/goond. I'm sure you'll like it. We're never gonna see Dustin again. All right, so 3-door auction house. It's gonna help save some time. Now it still comes down to what our encounter ATBs look like. If we get pincers, preempts, back attacks, good ATB, bad ATB, so on and so forth. That is still gonna be the make or break on this, but we are going into this cave with a good start. We're gonna actually start doing some leveling on Terra, killing all of these undead enemies with Revivifys. She's gonna go from level, I think she's level 11 right now, or level, yeah, something like that. And she's gonna get to level 19, might even be level 10. No, not Goon, Goonda, ED at the end of it. Also dedicated to the Mob and Chrono Trigger, for sure. Don't worry about the NSFW tags. Good luck, have fun, Dustin. Like I said, we're never gonna see you again. Is Alberta splitting for real? No. You ain't doing it? Come on, bro. Be a team player. How much time? Not enough. Not feces, his... Was it he was gonna poop his jeans and then eat the jeans? I remember the jeans eating. I thought there was something about poop in there though. All right, got punched on the first fight. Love to see it. Oh, I need to get that thief knife onto Locke, like right now. Because he was dead. For cranes. Pretty sure I still have the picture. Hey, I'm holding run. Thank frick. So what we're doing right now is to run away from a battle, you need to have a hidden run meter filled up, and you also need to have full ATB. So by having Terra always go last, she can't have full ATB and is guaranteed to not run. With the running shoes, and especially Locke with the thief knife, makes him a real speedy boy. And also Sabin and Locke having pretty quick run meters to fill. It makes this a pretty consistent little setup. For these particular battles, you want to do the Zombone last, because your characters will run away after the Zombone dies, versus the Ing, where you'll run away before he dies. And I'm building up this run meter during animations because you can't run during an animation. You just need to make sure that you turn it off. There you go. Touch block. or let off, I should say, before the animation's done, because it sure sucks to have Terra run away because you're holding run on an animation too long. Ah, there it is. There it is. And for this setup, you always want Locke to go second because he is faster than Sabin, especially with that thief knife. If Sabin goes second, there is a chance that Sabin doesn't get his ATB in time to run away. This is a good split, minus that pincer, but still pretty good. Should save time. One day on Venus is about 225. I'm still gonna age the same. I'm still gonna get tired. All right, two ways to get out of this fight is you can just attack Kefka, which is what you usually want to do. Doing a smoke bomb, and I believe it only works in this version. I know PR doesn't, GBA I'm not entirely sure on. But you skip some text boxes. If the pressure is so much higher, would that make my Whittle Hangdang even smaller? Yeah, my Hangdang. Dun. Dun, dun. Yeah, I don't think there was any pink mist with the with that particular vessel. The cave is now super sealed. Oh, I cut a little bit of it down. This is the real flex seal. Crap, my chest is sore. I wouldn't get crushed on Venus because I know what it's like to go even further beyond. Hey, my tummy actually feels okay right now. Dustin, I found that the richer a person gets, the stingier they become with wanting to not spend the money. Because they're greedy. You'll see the meme of like person who makes $15 an hour be like, don't worry boys, supper's on me tonight. Person who you know, makes 300k a year be like, hey, by the way, that coffee that I got you the other day was like $3.23, so knees pop when I stand. Just my knees, ankles, and back. But sometimes it's nice to just do nice things for people. My neck, my back, my pussy, and my crack. That what you wanted? Yeah, it was. Whenever someone at work lifts something, because we're just a bunch of dudes just stuck out with a bunch of other dudes in a very small town with like really nothing there. Anytime someone lifts something that has any sort of like remote weight on it, we'll immediately say, oh, such a big strong boy you are, and then it's followed up immediately with, you like that, daddy? Almost immediately every single time. That is what my work area has become. Tradesmen are sick in the head? Yes, they are. Was it? That's not exactly a hot take. Anyways, what was the moral of the story? Do nice things for people. Oh. I guess we've come full circle. If able, let me add on to this. If able, do nice things for people. If unable, obviously look after self first. I didn't like the way it looked on the... I'm happy with what we raised. I hate asking for donation money, whatever. It's just not the way I like to vibe. There's a command in the title, and that's good enough for me. I'm happy with what we've raised. Good job, everyone. Fuck. It's crazy what being nice will do. I know the money isn't going to me. I still hate doing it though. Because I know what it's like out there. It's not exactly easy in these streets. Rather be kind than be nice. What's the difference? I can't wait to hear. You know what? I am all ears. Roland and Doe just did the coffee collect. I had to break 3 of their thumbs, but now they'll know for next time. Hashtag got 'em. Man, I was trying to have like an actual wholesome moment, and then we turned it into a complete whole moment. Get it? Because instead of wholesome, we got whole all. I am uninformed on what neuropathy is. Now, you don't have to explain it if you don't want to. I can easily Google it at some point as well. Not at this point, but at some point. Nerve pain. I am sorry you have to deal with that. Kind of a meme, but it also kind of works with this situation, but it is less than ideal. That out of there, go like that, go like that, go like that. Yeah, I like that better. Not like it's actually gonna stay like that, but Atlas, running, Gale, that. We got the jewel there, so we can just pop you there like that, but because it's gonna frick me up, we're gonna go like that. Get you onto Warpstone, get you onto Relic, put you on that slot, and away we go. And parts of all, thanks for the blessings upon the run. At some point, it might actually happen yet. So I just need to make sure that I answer this all properly so that we get enough points after talking to 23 guards so that we can get the charm bangle. Without the charm bangle, we get twice as many encounters as our step route wants us to have, which is also less than ideal. One more question. We don't need to ask all 3. We just need to ask 2. No, no, no! I can't even blame them on anything other than just my stupidity of just holding down. All right, so we're not going to get the charm bangle. And I think that's going to be about G to the G for the day. Because I'm an idiot and held down in the exact spot where I in fact had to just... How much do you lose? On these particular splits, way too much. Each extra encounter is going to be about 10 to 15 seconds. fricked up? Yeah. I was talking about buffering and holding down and stuff, and then I held down in a spot that I wasn't supposed to hold down. Glitch the way to get Mog and the Moogle charm. There is a sketch glitch. You know what? I'll do a sketch glitch thing just to kind of like show off what that's all about. Oh, short D, boys. Short. This is why I don't do that character. I knew that was gonna come back and bite me in the butt. This is all Carrot Strat's fault. All right, so we're gonna get a bunch of stuff, but we're not gonna get the charm bangle. Yeah. All right, so just for fun, was to take a peek at this. Such an idiot. All right, so the past numerous runs have been from super smooth brain. Normally you don't run out either, but I don't really care. You would normally run out, or you normally use a warp stone in one of the spots, but that's also when you're putting on the charm bangle. Since I don't have it, there's no reason to do the menu. All right, so between leaving Vector and getting into Albrook, you're supposed to get 3 encounters. Oh, I don't think we even got this. Oh, did we? Okay. Or is it locked down here? Oh, never mind. We did get this. Okay. If we didn't have access to this, this would have been super, super GG's, because this is where like a third of our money comes from. I've done runs without Charm Bangle. Oh, whoops. I haven't done runs with no Charm Bangle after getting somewhat decent times. So that's 3 encounters already. Here's number 4. I blame Locke. I can't even blame Locke. Here's number 5. And there you go. All right. I'm going to show you guys some sketch glitch stuff, because we were just kind of talking about it. So on this particular save, we have the party set up in a specific way. Everyone has learned specific magic so that they go into very specific slots. Learning too much oh, you're not gonna have everything because you join the party. Learning too much magic would change where the slot is, and this is based off of the sketch glitch is gonna go, sorry, the sketch glitch is gonna go off of what spell is in your 24th slot, 26th slot, if you have the MP to cast it or not, and what the enemy formation is like a couple of the things. We'll go through this nice and slow. I won't go through it really fast. Let's go through it nice and slow. So the encounter that we are looking for is 5 slurms. Oh wow, I got it. Okay, let's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 22, 4, 6, 8. 28. 28th slot. Okay, so you can see right now, Break is in the 28th slot for Lock. He currently has the MP to cast it, so what we're gonna do is make it so he doesn't have the MP to cast it. Now, to make Realm miss sketch, because we need the sketch ability to miss for the sketch glitch to happen. If sketch hits, you just get the sketch ability. So we are going to do a muddle sketch. It misses, and all of this stuff happens. So what happens at this point now is we don't have a lot of stuff set up. We do like 3 sketch glitches in this, but this part now, you'll notice that my menu is a little bit fricked up. So doing things like slow, using curative items, well, MP curative items, elixirs and tinctures, and imping and unimping will set different parameters for the next sketch glitch. So for this, we're going to do slow on Lock. And then we're going to use an elixir on him. Lock is going to elixir himself. And then we need to give him some imp. By the way, there is still 5 slurms here. You just can't target and hit them. Also, you'll notice Realm is Shadow and Strago is Terra. So the imp hit. We are going to get rid of it. Should I show? Okay, it's already kind of happened. Never mind. Lock is going to elixir himself once more. So now we have a whole bunch of different stuff in our inventory that we didn't normally have. My normal inventory ends about here. So now we have a whole bunch of sword breakers. We got diamond shields, we got flame shields. Go down a little bit further. We've got some bard's hats, some more sword breakers. Got some cure rings here. Now the thing that I'm looking for is these goggles. I bought goggles at the beginning of this run when I was like doing whatever else. And these goggles are now in a bit of a glitch state. What I'm going to do, move them up one spot. We're gonna go down here because we have some force shields. I'm gonna move that down. And now we're going to do another one of these. There you go. We are on to our next little bit here. Oh, didn't need to do that, I guess. All right, going slow really fricks me up on this, by the way. So we are going to imp lock again. Lock is going to elixir himself. And because I don't have another green cherry on this save, I just gotta hope that this hits. Okay. Now I can go, now we have Cypher Capes. And I'm gonna move this below here. I wanna go up. We got Moogle Charms here as well. I'm gonna move those just below the goggles. This isn't a glitchless anymore. I'm just showing this off because the run died. Gonna do another sketch glitch. Get her out of that. Now at this point, I am going to go up to, I'm on lock, okay. On the right hand, I'm going to go down and you will see that we will be able to equip, well, you can equip a key ring here too, not that we're going to. You can actually equip this green cherry as well. We are going to equip, there you are, the goggles. Now I'm just gonna bring this back up. We are going to go to Terra. And she has a debilitator on her right hand, which makes it so that whenever she gets hit with magical abilities, it's gonna do either 1 or 0 damage. And I am going to go and equip the Moogle Charm. Oh, and then we're going to grab these warp stones that we put at the bottom. We now have like 255 of them. Put them in for the smoke bombs, and away we go. So now we need to make sure that these flame shields go on. And this is what our inventory looks like. Got a bunch of Gradiuses, got a bunch of sword breakers, some Valiant knives. But I want the force shield. And the inventory looks kind of janky. Where are they? But we needed to use that flame shield so that they actually get into a usable number. Yeah, we'll go with that. And because Terra has this Moogle Charm on, it acts the same as putting the Moogle Charm on Mog. Now, the reason that we put the goggles onto Locke is not because they do good damage or anything. What they end up doing is they dump a lot of garbage data, and when that garbage data is being dumped, if you scroll your magic window at the same time, it's going to merge your magic menu and your item menu. So when it merges, you go to the slot where you have to know where your items are. Oh, frick you. I'm gonna hit a snooze, then we're gonna hit the Addy Daddy. We'll go through this run a little bit. We'll finish the World of Ruin part of this, I guess. All right, it's now all characters in Espers glitched exhibit. Where's I going with this? Oh, so each item has a different effect that can happen. The one that we really care about is X Potion turns into Baba Breath, and you can blow enemies off of the screen, namely bosses. Where did we go wrong though? I buffered a down input for absolutely no reason in the banquet and didn't ask the second question. Go and pick up drywall. Lamau, have fun. Make sure you get the right cart. Anyways, we're gonna do an Addy Daddy, and then we'll, like I said, we'll run this run through. Why not? I don't think this part really takes too. You know what? I'll even get the splits up for it. Why not? We'll pretend like it's real. Glitched all characters in Espers. Blame the jalapenos? Same. $335.41, sure. $39. We'll get some characters and Esper stuff in here. We need to make sure that when we are attacking on... When we're attacking on IAF, that we don't do a physical with Terra, because if you attack with the Moogle Charm, after you leave the battle, the game crashes. And we do not want that. Yeah, no, I'll just let it go. My internet might be acting up. It says 0 dropped frames, and I'm still running at 6,200 kilobytes per second. I didn't drop a single frame. Maybe your internet's acting up. So normally you would attack Kefka for like 5 turns or whatever. Stream's the only one that... How many do you have up? That sounds like a you thing. But we can use these fire shields that we got. Or flame shields. And this is like a 3-turn fight. Oh, it's a 2-turn fight. Never mind. I may as well put up the second Setzer picture. This was the other one I found. Is that Hot Knox? Just 2? Well, oh, you want me to do? I can only give you the information available to me. Good luck on the runs. We're kind of just doing a glitched all characters and Espers backend exhibition at this point. But thanks. We still have to go through Thamasa, unfortunately. But with the Moogle Charm on, Floating Continent is real nice. Just go wee! Oh, this should only take 2 hours. This will take me to lunch. That's fine. The other option was to do a randomizer, but I'd like, let's show off this kind of cool stuff instead. That way, if my guts start acting up again, I can just be like, all right, well, that's that. All right, I kind of have notes on how to do fish manip. It's a little bit weird because we're on a different seed for fish manip. But I ended up making the manip just make it so that after the first cycle, we're back onto the glitchless cycle. Kind of sad I held, or yeah, kind of sad I held down. TBH. All right, I didn't do this either. I wasn't really sure if I was gonna go this far. Well, if anyone was gonna guess 0 for 3, you would have been right. All right. There is no menu that I need to do before IAF. We just kind of go ahead and do it. Because of all the force shields and stuff, we're not too worried about tech lasers and absolute zeros as much as we are propeller. He too small, bro. What they're saying, he's too small. Grow some inches, bro. Cares he scores? Well, it turns out that Bill Guerin cares. He very well might, but wait, don't you want Team America to not be as good? Then you get the snub bump. Like Suzuki got his snub bump from Four Nations. One for Latvia? Oh, okay. I think they got this. We're gonna start the timer once we finish IAF, because that's just kind of the best spot for me to kind of just pick a spot. We're almost through the not playing the game stuff. Already did that, Papa. I'm actually I'm mostly irked about freaking that up because I actually feel pretty decent now. But I ain't doing another run. Already? After opera. That's why I had to set up my book. Because of me setting up my book to be holding the up button makes it so that I don't have to hold up. So as soon as we finish Ultras and I hit the split button, I have that entire cutscene. I miss your tennis serve return platform. What does that mean? I'm probably gonna pussy out and just go to the meeting tomorrow. So I saw a thing with people, if they're on site or whatever else, they can just join via Teams. Okay, wait, what is the party? Terra Lock sets her. Terra sets her that. Alrighty, so IAF. Because they're gonna know that I'm not there for the full 8 hours. Warpstone, Flame Shield, X potion. So as you can see, we're level 14 right now, which should be somewhat concerning. But I'm actually not that concerned. Oh, good dodge, because propeller is like the only thing I kind of don't want to see. We'll go with that. Much easier than how we or when we do it in glitchless. How much does this do? That's right. Thank you, Debilitator. It's gonna start going once I finish the IAF. Trust. Man! A lot of propellers. Alrighty. We're gonna go no heal. The magic we're learning still does matter because of the no sketch that, or the sketch glitch that we're gonna want to do in. Oh no. Okay. My seed is completely wrong because I just wanted to show the sketch thing off, and now I realize that that's gonna be a bit of an issue, but I'm sure it'll be fine. There's just one fight that's pretty scary. In the World of Ruin. That we may die to. Alright, so we're gonna see if we can do the menu merge glitch. So third slot in, hit Baba Breath, bye-bye. Easy claps. Baba Breath being the X potion that we had. And here we are going to... I almost just lost the run right there, by the way. I don't care about your morph. All right. Because we have that Moogle Charm on, this is going to go nice and quick. No ninjas, no gigantos. We're just yeeting and skeeting, baby. I still don't know which way is actually faster, to do this reverse walk and do an extra teleport, or to watch this thing drop down. I think the reverse walk is still longer, but it's fun to do. And if you ever need, it does save steps. I don't remember exactly how many, but I know it saves some steps. Do-do-do-do-do-do. The only issue I'm going to come across is I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to need to do to... Oh, we're not even going to... Oh, man. No! Did I bob a breath myself? Sure did. So we're actually gonna Baba's Breath one of our characters out of the fight in the final fight and then kill the rest of the party. And because it doesn't say annihilated because one of the people just got pushed out of the fight, that's how we win it. Okay, so for Fishman Nip, I'm gonna have to do hard, soft, hard, soft, hard, and then hard again. And that'll put us onto our seats. That's what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're gonna lose so much time on Fishman Nip, but at least I can get onto the proper seed. Which matters more than anything else. She says go hard. Oh, pour one out for the bros on that one. That drink's actually out now. Okay, so we still have to wait for Shadow. So we're gonna learn some magic and stuff. This one is actually a bit tighter to do than the glitchless one. We won't see the mute counters, almost in the green. Different run. This one is glitched and we just started it at IAF because I killed the other one. So we're just, that's why the title says glitched exhibit. Unless we were playing with frogs, then it would be a glitched exhibit. And I've went to make food. It died in a very anticlimactic way. I buffered down for absolutely no reason, and we didn't get the charm bangle. Plays video games like, can your grandma teach me how to play? Honestly, for that one spot where I literally had to just not touch the controller. That's the best part. I fricked it up by doing stuff versus just not doing stuff. I know I haven't like done a lot on this part here, but so even though we're doing, it doesn't really matter. It's not like this is a real run or whatever. We'll lose the time to, okay, I'll let you guys decide. Should we pause the timer for all the extra resets that we had to do just to get ourselves onto the right seed? Which is not something you would normally do. It's just from how I fired up the thing. Or do we just take that time loss? Because it'll be like over a minute's worth. Pause it? Okay. Hang on, I can make a poll. Five minutes should be plenty. Some pausing? What am I supposed to do with that? Okay, Setzer, Siren, Terra, Ramu, Celestre. Oh, you're... Frick. Where's Terra? Oh. All right, no, it's dead anyways. Okay, I think I know what happened. Remember when we accidentally Baba breathed her out of the fight? She is not in the party anymore. All right, I think I'm just done for today. That is a fun lesson to learn. How about that? Because she is supposed to be right here. Huh. Does anyone know Muddle? Can I get someone to learn Muddle? Times 7? It's on, Terra. Are you... I just wanted to do a funny meme, bro. Oh no, wait. I still need the muddle. Crap. Fine. We'll just do it this way. There we go. Good enough for me. I was clean. It was okay. Now, there is always the rule that we always finish a run. So we're gonna finish a run. Not doing, nah. I mean, it is 10:40. Are my guts gonna handle it? Hang on, I'll see how my guts feel throughout this. Maybe they'll oh, do I want to? Do I want to? Not really. Nah, I'm not gonna. Oh, he's doing that thing? Okay. No more. I'm literally getting one up right now. Timer? I don't think we need it. I know that sounds silly. Just trust me on this. I'm actually going to give this no context. I think it's better with no context. We have beat the game. And that's why I was like, I don't think we need the timer. The way that that works is when I opened up that one file, it may have looked like it was an oopsie poopsie, but I opened up the one file. Oh, you guys want Worlds Collide? I'll give you Worlds Collide. That timer is going off during the intro, and it just so happens that when it finishes up, it gives us a credits warp. All right, you guys want Worlds Collide? I'm gonna give you guys one of the top Worlds Collide runners. I am going to go and lay down. I think that's what I am going to do. Thank you guys for all of your support over this weekend. We're still in the top 8. Maybe that drops out by the end of today. I don't know, but if that does happen, then so be it. And if it doesn't happen, are you talking about my actual bed, or are you talking about the runs? Because I feel like well, actually the answer is both, lol. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other, go see a good rando runner, and I will probably not see you guys tomorrow because I'm probably gonna puss out and not skip the thing, but so I guess the next time I'd see you would be the 13th. Miss you guys.